but 10% of people have been in the airport.
Yeah.
In
so
the past
look
2
around
years.
the next waiting room and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Aha! And then count to 10 again. And somebody in there has done it.
Oh,
isn't that funny?
I
think it's funny.
I mean, you don't get caught. You don't go to, fine, whatever. You're not exposing yourself to fine, whatever. But honestly, I can think of fewer, less sexy places, in my opinion, than the airport.
But I can't think of a more boring place. There you are.
Yeah.
Here I am at the airport. I can wander. I can get a glass of wine. I can, whatever. Yeah. Or have sex. And that's not really a bad menu item.
No, it's not.
I kind of like it.
Because really, you just want to wander through the airport Bath and Body Works another time?
No.
Honestly. We have some good food and booze options at the airports here now.
We do.
Oh,
we really do.
Yeah. See, now I'm going to go to the airport, and this is what I'm going to be thinking.
Did I just wreck the airport for you?
No, but it's just going to make me giggle, because now I'm going to be looking around. I'm going to be trying to figure out. I'm going to figure out, hey, that family bathroom's been locked for a long time.
Yeah.
Well,
then you can sit there and wait, and then see if people come out looking really sort of glowy.
Because honestly, that's the only place I could think of that you could, would be one of the family bathroom places.
Yeah, because there's cameras everywhere else. TSA. Wouldn't you hate to get caught by the TSA?
Honestly, people probably get busted for exposure all the time. But honestly, if I was to do something like that and get busted, it would certainly make a hell of a lot more news that the owner of Fantasy gives it. So that's just not going to happen. You know what I mean?
You actually have an extra layer of responsibility because of who you are, don't you?
Yeah, that crap's no. And honestly, I'm a much more private person. I might sell interesting things, but I'm actually fairly private.
Well,
yeah.
I don't think you're really in a minority of people that are like, I'm good. I don't need to have sex at the airport. I'm fine.
Well, yeah, 9 out of 10 did not want to have,
Right.
So 18 out of 20 people are, are more like me.
You've got friends.
Yes.
Yeah, you're not alone.
Yep.
Okay, here's the other Ellen Scott story that absolutely made me laugh so hard. How not to be a dick when you're getting a blowjob. Now, I'm sure anybody can think of the first 3 things. If you're a woman who has engaged in this activity, you can think of 5 things that have bugged you, over your career. She has 20 some. Okay. And I was impressed that she managed to get a list that big. 20? Yeah.
Okay.
You want to hear the things that...
Well, just pick out a few that you would never occurred to you or you didn't think of.
Okay.
Obviously, some of the other ones are pretty obvious.
Don't ask questions while the mouth's full. Which is true. Don't ask the person that's giving you the blowjob.
That's just general nice thing. And whether or not... Okay.
Don't fall asleep. That's offensive. Please make some noise. Feel free to get involved and help out. Try not to take hours to come. It says something about if you're thinking of golf for somebody's nanny, stop it. It's fine to stop and have full-on sex instead. Okay. Mm-hmm. Whoops. This list is huge. Hold on a minute. Try not to mess with the blowjob giver's rhythm. That's fair. Don't stare like a massive creep. Well, what else are they going to do?
Isn't that the point? What did I miss there?
Warn about...
obviously, she would prefer the person be playing on their smartphone, like other people say they've... Okay, sorry.
No worries.
I'm just confused.
Yes. Don't keep score as to who does what, and be sure to always give praise at the end for well done work. Yeah, it talks about if you're somebody who expects blowjobs but never offers to reciprocate, you're whatever. But nobody should be keeping score. You need to discuss it. She's saying don't. The people that do give, don't get pissy. You need to, come to an agreement and make decisions based on that. Don't keep score. Praise for a job well done. And I think she's even got another one. No, that's it.
Well, some of this doesn't. I mean, some of that just sort of, I think, goes for sex in general. I don't know how it would, that it was particularly oral sex or fellatio.
Don't push on the head. It's the typical stuff that there. I don't know why, but I find this absolutely hysterical. One of my favorite things in the summer at the lake are the dragonflies.
Oh yeah,
and how many amazing different colors they come in and sizes and whatever. And they eat mosquitoes. Yay. And they don't hurt humans and they're just fun, right?
Do you have lightning bugs up there?
No.
Not as many? Okay.
No, because I think we're still too far south.
Okay.
But this is really interesting. There is a scientist at the University of Zurich that discovered a certain type of female dragonfly. If she's being pursued by a male that she's not interested in mating with, she'll fake her own death. He did an experiment. 27 out of 31 female moorland hawker dragonflies did this. They plunge to the ground and pretend to be dead and wait till they fly away, and then she takes off her own way. Is that not hysterical? Come on, man. That's funny stuff.
The dragonfly concept of that's severe ghosting. I'm dead. Oh, jeez.
I love it.
Is someone just meandering around and they see a dragonfly and wait, what did I just see?
Don't assume.
Yeah. And now you have to, don't assume that the
that
sucker's
it's dead.
dead.
Because she might just be waiting for the creep to go away.
I'm going to have to. Well, I live in the city, so there's not too many dragonflies, but there used to be a lot over by my parents.
Oh, they are so cool. Really weird story. So I think this happens a lot more than we want to admit. And we hear most often about the coercive type of jailhouse sex, which generally involves someone in authority taking advantage of someone not. But there's a really weird situation that popped up over in the UK where a guy had an 8-month affair. He actually proved the innocence of this inmate and then had an 8-month-long affair. He still got found out, and then he ended up losing his career and going to jail anyway. My reason for bringing this up was it was consensual at a certain point, and because for 8 months they continued on. And
so it was the
he
lawyer?
He was a guard.
Guard, oh, okay.
He was a guard. And, he has no career. I mean, he had a brief jail stint as a result. But my question is, was it never consensual because of where it started? You know what I mean? What do you think? Because it's very gray, this one.
Yeah, no, there are rules in place because the majority of time, almost always there's going to be an imbalance of power.
Right.
And that's where you have all the rules about, certain professions and other people and the folks who are in charge of just don't have relationships. There's just an inherent power difference.
Right. Yeah.
And you can't, it sucked if they, folks actually, fell in love, but sometimes it just doesn't work. You can't even, I think even other folks, once they're, done treating someone or seeing someone like that, there's even a time limit or something. It just, there's an inherent power imbalance. And,
the ones that bother me a lot that are generally never called on the carpet are professors and grad students. Technically, everybody's old enough, but I'm sorry. You cannot tell me, especially somebody that's going after something like a PhD. No.
Yeah, you spend a lot of time together, but inherently there's a power balance there too.
Yeah.
And and it's never, you never really hear good stories about that. It's, or something. There's always a, bit of what's the word? I can't even think of the word, but there's always something, it's never just really sort of a clean thing. Someone's always married or not married.
It's tainted some way.
Yeah.
Is that the word you want?
Yeah, close to it. It's never, just free of doubt.
Right. No, I agree with you. So, have you heard about the disturbing sex trend known as stealthing?
Huh?
Okay.
Do I want to know?
No, not really.
Okay.
But I'm going to tell you. So yeah, men secretly taking off their condoms during consensual sex and then bragging about it online.
Okay. I didn't know it had a name, but I have that
How
name.
gross. What is wrong with you?
Yeah, I mean, and there are folks that have been prosecuted for this because they agreed to one sort of sex and then ended up being another sort of sex, and then that's a problem.
Yeah,
because you agreed. Yeah, at that point you did not have consent.
They're trying to figure out, I mean, and some states are a little further ahead on this than others, but they're saying, look, if someone feels violated, it doesn't fall under the current legal definition of rape in most states. However, it is a violation of someone. So yeah, this is something that's coming out there. So if you ever thought this was a great idea,
no,
don't. I've never been to Alabama. Have you?
No, I know we don't send certain toys there because they have really archaic laws.
Okay, well, they're working on some of their, it's funny that you say that, they're lawmakers, they're trying to remove language, and this is probably a good thing, that disparages homosexuality from their state sex ed policy. And there's a passage actually that's still in 2017. It's been sitting there. Now they're trying to fix it now. Now, finally, that says being gay is a criminal offense under the laws of the state. Seriously? It took them that long to find that?
Oh, Jesus. Yeah, no, there are obviously good people in that state, but most of them are probably not in their legislature.
Well, it is, the lawmakers are trying
they're trying to, but there's going to be pushback. Yeah. I mean, there should be absolutely no one, that says that, it needs to stay there, it doesn't need to be changed or something like that. And there are.
Oh, yeah. Oh, my God. And Minnesota there's a chunk of the legislative session in Minnesota, I know, each year that gets dedicated to going back and finding stupid laws and trying to get rid of them. And every year they seem to manage to find more. It's amazing. You'd think, God, at what point is this going to be finished? But they do. And they run through. And this one, they said straight out, yeah, they do push abstinence as primary way to avoid pregnancy and STDs there, but they are also, why are they doing it? They're afraid of getting sued. So there it is.
Yep. Yeah, it's really about the money.
Yeah, it always is.
You'd really be nice if people did the right things because it was the right thing to do or the human thing to do, not because we're afraid of getting sued.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so I do some other media with other types of companies, and a guy that I do a radio program with every Saturday, a financial guy, has been gone for like 2 weeks. And he brought up the Bill O'Reilly, and I know we talked about Mr. O'Reilly last week being let go from Fox. And then, somewhere in there, Sean Hannity has come under fire. He's had an accuser. But this is so weird. I said, well, what do you think of the O'Reilly departure? I have not heard anybody else say this. He goes, I think that there's a very good chance that there were some number of people that were paid to entrap him by competitors that, because he made so much revenue that, to get him off the air to free up ad dollars. And I sat there, I have not heard another human being even, and I'm like, really? I was like, wow, I didn't think about that. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't.
Did CNN paid for that? I was like, okay.
No. He did that all to himself. In fact, another person was just left or resigned from Fox. Another high up person.
Because they let it go on?
Uh-huh.
Oh, my God. Okay. Well, real quick, Sean Hannity, and I forgot you've got the Drilldo. Okay, we got to go. I forgot about the Drilldo, totally. Hannity had an accuser, threatened a lawsuit, and she has completely backed down. So we'll see what happens there. But they are still not out of the woods over there.
No. They're going to have to retool a bit.
Well, they have. Speaking of tools,
no, I mean, believe me, I don't believe a word that comes out of that corporation. But they've dug a big hole. And they're going to have to figure out a way out of it.
Oh yeah, no, it's kind of. But I couldn't believe when he said that CNN hired those people. It's one of those times where you go, oh,
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You have to be diplomatic.
You have to be diplomatic. I don't. I said bullshit. Oh my God. I wonder if I got this on right. I've got to
Is that specifically for?
This was designed. I'm going to turn on the little thing here. What's that? Oh.
It always sounds like a bomb timer.
Yeah, no, it says it's trying to reconnect. Let me finish this up.
Well, we are kind of in a basement.
Is that I did We did, in fact, I finally got it unpacked, and it's out at several of the stores now. And it's a Drilldo. The item is, the particular drill part of it is manufactured for this, so it's a low speed thing. I mean, but the one attachment I have, you can put on your regular, regular drill. Oh, I don't want that.
Which just terrifies me. I really don't want any garage living power tools near